obituary. Oh yeah, cockroach naps, rattling traps. How many devils can you fit upon a match? And curiosity killed the Kerouac cat. Sometimes truth is stranger than fiction. In my alley round the corner there's a white old man with shoulders and a spirit giving it for crack. He'll never want it back. There's a little kid and his family eating breakfast like Thanksgiving and a pack of wild desperados so full of baby. The world is scratching at my door. My morning paper has the scores, my human interest stories, and the obituary. Oh yeah, cradle for a cat, warm looks back. How many angels can you fit upon a match? I wanna know why Hemingway cracked. Sometimes truth is stranger than fiction. Life is the crummiest book I ever read. There isn't a hook, just a lot of cheap shots, pictures to shot, and characters an amateur would never dream of. Sometimes truth is stranger than fiction. The brown and orange sky holds its breath as the sun retreats to the distant horizon, and our hearts palpitate anxiously as we silhouette supine and wait for sleep to overcome us. And from somewhere in our black subconscious minds when we're asleep comes a haunting, swelling, massive voices resonating. It screams of forgotten victims and the cries of innocence and the desperate plea for recognition and recompense. Tiny voices, echoes of our heritage on all the sallow faces turn the other way. Tiny voices, how deep within as we outwardly deny they have something to say, and if you don't confront them they will never go away. The billions of tiny pinhole embers fade into a morning sky filled with poignant morals wonder. Waking, we bear a cosmetic beast that verifies the turmoil that we carry deep inside. And from somewhere in our black subconscious minds when we're asleep comes a haunting, swirling, massive voices resonating. It screams of forgotten victims and the cries of innocence and the desperate plea for recognition and recompense. Tiny voices, echoes of our heritage on our sallow faces turn the other way. Tiny voices, how deep within as we outwardly deny that they have something to say, and if you don't confront them they will never go away. Go away. that you would burn. And I'm sorry about the moon. How could I know that you disapprove? And I'll never make the same mistake. The next time I create the universe, I'll make sure we communicate it late. Oh yeah. But until then, better off dead. A smile on the lips and a hole in the head. Better off dead. You're better than this. Take it away, 'cause there's nothing to miss. I'm sorry about the world. How could I know you take it so bad? And I'll never make the same mistake. So if you're looking for a fancy, why not try the entire human race? Just to play it safe. But until then, better off dead. A smile on the lips and a hole in the head. Better off dead. You're better than this. Take it away, 'cause there's nothing to miss. Better off dead. You're better off dead. Why don't you try pushing daisies instead? Better off dead. You're better off dead. A smile on the lips and a hole in the head. And I'll never make the same mistake. The next time I create the universe, I'll make sure you participate. Oh yeah. And I'll never make the same mistake. The next time I create the universe, I'll make sure you participate. Just in case. Now here I go, hope I don't break down. I won't take anything, I don't need anything. Don't want to exist, I can't persist. Please stop before I do it again. Just talk about nothing, let's talk about nothing. Let's talk about no one, please talk about no one. Someone, anyone. You and me have a disease. You affect me, you infect me. I'm afflicted, you're addicted. You and me, you and me. I'm on the edge, get against the wall. I'm so distracted, I like to strike you. Here's my confession, you learned your lesson. Stop me before I do it again. Just talk about nothing, let's talk about nothing. Let's talk about no one, please talk about no one. Someone, anyone. You and me have a disease. You affect me, you infect me. I'm afflicted, you're addicted. You and me, you and me. You're clear as a heavy lead curtain, wanna trail you. Like an ocean, we can work it out. I've been running out, now I'm running out. Don't be mad about it, baby. my body, constant new blood and fiber. I can steal you from my blood, you're like a hungry genocide. You're my lover, my heroine, my cold and my voice. And I know now I'm gonna let you in, I'll never be alone. I'm before my big brother, so she don't understand it. I learn what I can by the television light, but when I'm alone, I know it's gonna be alright. Yeah, alright. Television, 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 television. Forget it. Individuals run for cover, follow on to the darkest stone. to say, and your life is just a ramble. No one understands you anyway. Well, I've got a piece of news, son, that might make you change your mind. Your life is historically meaningful and spans a significant time. Summer will come soon, and you are helping put it to sleep. Side by side we do our share, faithfully assuring that summer will come soon. Well, now do you feel a little better? Lift up your head and walk away, knowing we're all in this together for such a short time anyway. There's just no time to parade around sulking. I would rather laugh than cry. The rich, the poor, the strong, the weak, we share this place together, and we pitch in to help it die. We pitch in to help it die. I'm not too good at giving morals, and I don't fear the consequence. If life makes you scared and bitter, at least it's not for very long. Summer will come soon, and you are helping put it to sleep. Side by side we do our share, faithfully assuring that summer will come soon. Summer will come soon. Summer will come soon. Summer will come If I'm a monster, I am a willing one. This roller coaster ride is an enticing one. On the tip of our continuing going away like through disorder, carrying me like a vessel to water. And everything you see leaves a mark on your soul. Everything you feel leaves a mark on your soul. Everything you touch leaves a mark on your soul. Everything you make leaves a mark on your soul. If I can touch it, I can destroy it. If it's a match of some degree, I can become it. Like a hungry fucking vortex that just comes to existence, consuming bits and pieces till I'm finally extinguished. Everyone you see leaves a mark on your soul. Everyone you bear leaves a mark on your soul. Everyone you touch leaves a mark on your soul. Everyone you love leaves a mark on your soul. And everything you take leaves a mark on your soul. Everything you give leaves a mark on your soul. And all the fear and love is so impossible to control. And every tear you cry leaves a mark on your soul. Automatons with business suits, swinging black boxes, sequestering the blueprints of daily life. Content and free of care, they rejoice in morning ritual as they file like drone and colonies to their office in the sky. I don't ask questions, no FOMO demonstration, don't look for new consensus, don't stray from constitution. If I pierce some complexity, I want my salvation, just a moment over truth from the evil and deception. There isn't either logic, and we're tough to stay far from it. And it's simple and elegant. solution. If I pierce the complexity, I won't find salvation. This falling over truth of the evil and deception. There is an inner logic, and we're taught to stay far from it. It is simple and elegant, but it's cruel and antithetic. And there's no effort to reveal it. Decorated warriors drill harmless kids on pavements, simulating tyranny under red alert, protecting the opulent and staging moral standard. They expect redemption of character and someone. Doesn't ask questioning global demonstration, and we're taught to think of something sacred constitution. They must see what's up the luxury of home and salvation, but it's fallen into dreading of the evil and deception. No weak logic, no opportunity, and we're gonna celebrate for a progressive alternative. It's no weak logic, no opportunity, but it's gonna tolerate for the progressive alternative. And there's no effort to reveal it. There's a purpose, there's a goal, there's virtuous and immoral. There's a reason for all of this, but I don't know what it is. I am one and plural too. I accept them, but they exclude. I could make sense of all of this, but I don't know what it is. The seeds of inspiration never germinated in my mind. The making of awakening is somewhere that I can't find. So I don't know what it There's a beginning and there's an end. There's a climax, someone contend. There's a way to signify this, but I don't know what it is. The seeds of inspiration never germinated in my mind. The beacon of awakening is somewhere that I can't find. So I don't know what it is. Show me something more to fit in it. I don't know what it is. I can't believe it, the way you look sometimes, like a trampled flag on a city street. Oh yeah, and I don't want it. The things you're offering me, civilized barcode, quick ID. Oh yeah, 'cause I'm a 21st century digital boy. I don't know how to live, but I got a lot of toys. My daddy's a lazy middle class intellectual. My mommy's on Valium, so ineffectual. A life of mystery, yeah. I can't explain